Hello, my name is Ames Finley, and I'm here with Paige Allen and Leah Malone. We're here to discuss the amphibian defense systems. Alrighty, so first and foremost, let's talk about camouflage. It involves a unique combination of skin protrusions and layered pigment cells. Most common layered pigment cells is going to be the chromatophores. They're these pigment sacs that are controlled by radial muscles. And then skin protrusions, sometimes the skin protrusions are the amphibian's natural skin texture, but sometimes they are controlled by hydrostatic mechanisms. So colors aren't just used for camouflage, they're also used for warning signs. Many times we have amphibians that have aposematic colorations like the fire salamander. This involves using these high contrasting colors paired up against each other to kind of warn animals that they are in fact poisonous. But sometimes we have Batesian mimicry, which involves a non-poisonous animal pretending to be poisonous or pretending to be something that they are not, like this frog that we have here that has eye spots on the back of its rear, and it kind of like puffs up its lungs to make itself look like a big old scary face.
So we will play our first game of Would You Rather. I will give you two options and you would choose which one you would rather be. So first, would you rather have camouflage like the gray tree frog and be able to blend in, or would you rather have aposematic colors like the fire salamander and be able to stand out and give warning to other animals? I agree. I would like to have aposematic colors and be bright and colorful and warn others.
So in the integumentary system, not only do we have coloration, but we have chemical odor defense as well. So here we have two fossorial frogs. They both have what's called parotoid glands, and these glands secrete 2-pyrrolidine, and the abbreviation of which is 2-pyro. This smells like a peanut butter type odor, but it has a lot of adverse reactions. So it'll cause nausea and vomiting and pain. We advise that you do not sniff the frogs.
So next we will be talking about poison defense mechanisms. So the poison dart frog is a frog that uses poison as its defense mechanism. They are one of the most toxic species on Earth. They secrete a toxin out of their skin that can harm other animals when they try to eat or attack them. The poison makes them taste bad, dangerous to eat, and toxic to touch. The golden poison dart frog is the most toxic of all. It has as much toxin in its body as 30 to 50 regular poison dart frogs. The poison dart frogs also have another defense mechanism. As you may see, they have very bright colors to warn other animals that they are toxic and to stay away. So not only do they use poison as a defense, but they also use aposematic color to warn others as well. So for our next Would You Rather game, would you rather have poison defense like the poison dart frog or a chemical odor defense like the spade-foot toad? I personally would like to have the poison defense. Next, we will talk about venom in caecilians. For those that don't know, a caecilian is a snake-like amphibian. Similar to snakes, some caecilians are believed to be venomous. It's believed that caecilians have glands in their mouths that produce venomous saliva. The glands start way up in the gums and drip down onto the teeth, then mix into the saliva, making the saliva venomous. This will be the first known amphibian species to have venomous saliva once it is confirmed to be true for certain by other scientists.
Some amphibians even use their bones for defense, specifically the axial skeleton. The axial skeleton is made up of the skull and ribcage. The skulls of the Bruno's cast-headed frog or the Greening's frog are elongated to make a snout. And being the only venomous frogs in the world, the bone itself is covered in spikes that deliver venom by head-butting predators. When the Iberian newt is in danger, it flexes its ribs, pushing the sharp bones through its skin. The skin, containing poison glands, also coats the spikes for extra protection. We can also note the difference in poison and venom. as venom, like in the Greening's frog, has to be injected, while poison, like in the Iberian newt, is absorbed through the predator's skin. Some frogs use the appendicular skeleton to defend themselves. The appendicular skeleton is made up of the arms and legs. The wolverine frog has bone claws, just like the X-Men superhero. The frog's toe bones are held in place by a piece of cartilage. When in danger, the frog breaks this cartilage and pushes the claws through the skin. The bone will contract when the threat has passed, and the cartilage will regenerate. In our next would you rather have the axial defense system, like the Iberian rib newt, or the appendicular defense, like in the wolverine frog? I personally would like to have the appendicular defense.
Now, if you were one of the ones that could not pick between any of our options for would you rather, don't worry, we have an option just for you. This is the Unken reflex. So many amphibians will utilize their entire body system to be able to perform this task. It utilizes their bones and their muscles as they contort themselves into these very bizarre, rigid formations. And then they also utilize their aposomatic coloration, their poison glands, and their lungs as they exhale all the air out, flatten their bodies, and pull themselves upward in a ring-like formation. They don't always pull themselves in this exact formation, though. As long as their body remains rigid, they are considered an Unken reflex. Thank you very much, and we would like to take questions from y'all. For our online viewers, please put your questions in the comment section. And then here are our citations.